You're watching BrickHouse.tv, and I'm Stephen Pearcy, the Rat Bastard.
Ratt and Roll, everybody. Hey guys, Cathy Rankin here at BLK Live, coming to you from BrickHouse.tv, and I gotta tell you, there's certain singers in rock music who just have that one-of-a-kind voice, and Stephen Pearcy is one of those guys. And what I can say about interviewing him is he's also a one-of-a-kind personality. He is definitely a guy that just does his own thing, marches to the beat of his own drum, and makes no apologies for it. So we sat down and chatted with him at his New Year's Eve gig here at BLK. Great time was had by all. Let's hear what he had to say. And I'm with a guy who doesn't really need an introduction, Stephen Pearcy. You know him as the lead vocalist of Ratt, one of our favorite bands. But he has plenty of solo projects. He's got a new album out, Smash. Stephen, I heard you in Soundcheck, and you happened to do one of the songs that's my favorite track off the new album. And tell me about what inspired this whole solo effort this year.
Well, different things, because it's unlike any solo record I've done. I've done like everything from industrial to punk sounding records to rap sounding to whatever. But this record, Smash, which came out in January, I believe, last year, February of this year. It's just a very diverse record. We took our time, and it's way different. It's just a very diverse record, you know.
I actually was going to ask you about that, because when I was listening to the tracks, I noticed you strike me as somebody who's not afraid to think outside of the box. You're not just going for the sound people are used to with you. You're actually exploring different sounds. Where does that come from? Where do you find the inspiration for that?
Well, I'm an independent record company, so I license my records out, number one. But just being able to do what I want to do, and that's why I started the label in the first place. You know, and it's inevitable some of my songs are going to sound like Ratt, and that's okay, because I wrote all of the Ratt songs with either co-written or something. But Smash, yeah, it was a long, diverse record. We were on the road, which is kind of cool, because we'd go in the studio all fired up, but it just gave us a chance to let the songs ferment. And you know, we wrote so many songs, and picked the best 13. I'm actually start recording my 5th solo record next month for Frontiers, and I'll license it. It's not titled yet, but we picked the 11 songs, and we're ready to go.
And is it going to be the same members that worked on this record?
Yeah, same members, but the writing, Eric and me, is way... I mean, a couple of songs you can go, oh, that's Ratt. And then a couple of songs you're going to go, oh, shit, that's deep, dark, and nut kicker, you know. And then I got this girl who's like this new kind of... I've always wanted to collaborate with a talented chick singer, not the duet kind of a thing.
Right.
You know, like don't go breaking my heart.
Okay, that's one of my favorite songs, actually.
Like, stab you in the neck, you did me wrong, and you need to die.
So a hard rockin' chick is what you're telling me.
Yeah, but she's all new school stuff. It's very talented. I ain't gonna name names, but it's out there. But that's gonna be cool.
That's gonna be very cool.
Some of the other songs are just crazy. They're just, you know, Eric and I over the last 15 years have learned to write so well together. You know, whether they're my songs or he just shows me songs and I go, oh, that's great. I can kill that to him. You know?
How did you and Eric come together?
We met years ago. He lived across the street from me in La Costa. And I kind of nurtured him, put him in the studio, and he had his own band, and they were doing good. They're his own band, Voodoo. They're opening up for like Halford and Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Templates and, you know, all those kind of 90s bands, you know. So he was talented from the get-go, you know. But he just progressed. But anyway, so that comes out, in May, the new record. And
So do you see yourself continuing to tour then?
of course,
to do that?
same scenario. We'll go out and do uh, solo shows up until June, and then we fire up the Ratt machine again next year, and that starts in June.
And there's going to be a lot of people excited about that.
Yeah, we did some great stuff this year. It's not over yet, but if this comes out in a week, I can say last year. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So however you want to figure that.
So it doesn't sound like you're slowing down anytime soon.
And, you know, my knee's feeling a lot better, and I had full-blown reconstructive surgery on 5 months. But it still hurt. I got to be real careful, and it takes about 8 months to a year to heal.
Yeah.
So, but it's good. You got to walk before you can run. So here I'm walking.
Well, there you go. So it's New Year's Eve. There obviously going to be a lot of people here. Anything special planned? How do you determine what you want to put on the set list? Because you're going to get a lot of the Ratt fans out here wanting to hear some of the older stuff.
Yeah, I figured tonight we'll do maybe 1 or 2 songs of Smash, and I don't know, maybe a Zeppelin. It depends. I mean, the solo band's way different. If we're having a good time, we'll just throw songs
You'll just
out
mix
there.
stuff up.
If you like it, great. If you hate it, good. We know we're playing it good. So if you like it, good. It's even better, or more better. But it's kind of cool. So we just pick songs, and I mean,
just kind of feed off the energy of the band, the energy of the audience.
I know what they want to hear. They want to hear Ratt music, so we're going to give them Ratt music for New Year's.
Well, I think people will be pleasantly surprised if they haven't heard the new album.
Yeah.
Because the tracks are really good. One last question I want to ask you. So I don't know if everybody knows the story with you, but you, when I was doing some research, you didn't set out to be in music. You actually were a fan of racing.
Yeah, I was a pit guy. A crew member waiting to learn how to drive, and then I got in an accident.
You got in an accident on a bike.
On a bike, I got run over real bad. Destroyed my legs, and I learned to walk again. But when I was in the hospital, somebody gave me a guitar, and I just adapted to it. And I started writing songs immediately, and that was it.
So, do you ever look back and wonder what would have happened if that accident had not happened in your life? Do you ever look back and think about that? What direction you would have taken?
I would have raced cars.
You would have raced cars?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I would have been dead doing that at a younger age. I don't know.
Well, I hope not.
I don't know why I've survived this long doing this. It's just as dangerous. Rock and roll is just as dangerous as race car driving.
But it's such an interesting story to me because for somebody who didn't plan on being in music and you just picked up guitar and adapted, I mean, that's a pretty hard talent to just pick up. But then you end up being one of the most distinctive voices in rock and roll. How did the vocals come into it?
Well, when I started discovering, I can play guitar, I can write songs. Like right out of the bat, I was writing my own songs, like maybe 10 a week. I mean, I was just crazy. And I went through a couple bands as a singer, and then I decided, wait, I'm a guitar player. I want to play guitar. And they go, well, we don't have a singer. I go, I'll sing. So I just kind of sang and played guitar, and that went on for 77 or 8 until 81 or 2. And then I decided, I'm just going to be a singer. But I didn't stop writing songs,
Yeah. So you're creative all the way around. Well, I know we're thankful that you ended up singing because it's been a great career. We love your voice. I don't think anybody can sound like you. One last question. What is the 007 tattoo for?
I am, yeah.
Are you a Bond fan?
Yeah, but I dwell more into other shit.
Oh, that sounds like a whole other interview.
Than just Bond, I mean.
We'll leave it at that.
But it's just a number.
All right.
But, yeah, so it's all good. We're going to have a good time tonight.
We're going to have a great time tonight.
Solo record coming out. There'll be 2 tours. Solo stuff first. And go out and do Ratt. And then I'll continue to do solo shows. Ratt's not going to go out there for, months and months. Nobody tours like that anymore.
Yeah.
We'll go out for a couple weeks, 2 weeks, take a break, a couple weeks, a while. So.
Well, I know.
I'll ping pong, you know.
Well, I'm sure the fans are excited to hear it. It's funny. I interview all the bands that come in here, and I can tell you, not every band gets fans waiting in the parking lot. So there were people waiting to just.
They just think I'm gonna party with them, and then I'll tell them, no, I don't do dangerous drugs, man, anymore.
All right, Stephen, thank you so much for talking to us.
You're welcome.
And have a great show tonight.
Thank you.
So, as you can see, we weren't going to get the full true story out of Stephen about that tattoo. He got a little nervous when I asked him about it. Maybe next time we'll ask him to tell us the full thing. But anyways, it was a great New Year's Eve, and I'll tell you what, there was no better person, no better band to bring in the new year than the little Ratt and Roll. Still kicking ass after all these years. We'll see you guys again at the next show.
Hi, this is Stephen Pearcy, the Rap Bastard, and you are watching
Brick House. Take two.
Brickhouse.tv.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Stephen Pearcy, the Rap Bastard. You're watching Brickhouse.net.
Take three.
Hi, you're watching Brick House. All right. Hi, you're watching Brickhouse Rock TV.